This is Owen, and he's now a part of my family. He was surprised I was talking about on my Instagram a while back.
Say hi, Owen.
We recently adopted him from a family friend, and he's been living with us for 1 month. He's 2 years old and a half-breed between a Japanese Pomeranian and, well, we don't know. What I do know is that this guy's a little ball of energy, and I'm going to tell you the story about how he became a living hell.
Oh, you're so cute, but you're such a rat bastard. Before you all comment saying, that's not a nice name to give a dog, well, first off, that's not his name, that's his nickname that I gave him. Me, my sister, and my mom has been trying to train him desperately, trying to get him to learn and behave himself, and not to be a bad boy, and do whatever the hell you want to. But he kind of just does it. He does what he wants when he wants. It's the kind of sad thing. But we're trying to train him how to not do that. Honestly, I have no clue how to properly take care of a dog, but I'm trying my best to learn as quickly as I can. Now this guy is literally a little ball of energy. I kid you not. Like seriously, like on his walks, he will go like 100 miles an hour, like seriously. And this dog, for some reason, even though he's 4 years old, does not know how to interact with humans or other dogs properly, because almost 9 times out of 10, when he sees other humans, he will bark, scream, and go like crazy. And 10 times out of 10, when he sees another dog, he will go crazy. Now, of course, honestly, it's not like crazy where like he wants to bite them, he wants to fight them. This dog, he actually just, his barking, his way of saying hi, and him going crazy is like, I think somehow him wanting to play with the other dogs. But honestly, it's too much of a risk. And like, we're really trying to train him how to be more mellow and more chill. And not go crazy when he sees any other dog. Because honestly, not only does that freaks out like the people who walk the dog, it's just not a good habit to develop. When he somehow sees the mailman, he starts going crazy. When he sees me coming down the stairs and start going crazy. Yes, when I wake up to take this dog out in the morning to go for a walk, he will go crazy. He will just like do whatever the hell he wants. It's just so ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, I still love him, and I want to give him a good home, but honestly, I don't really know if I can give him the best home he deserves. Because again, we adopted him from a family friend, and honestly, I don't really know the story behind that. But like I said, I work in a grocery store, so I had to focus on my work. My sister works at school, and my mom has her own business. So, we all have our own lives, that it makes it hard for us to take care of him, but we're all trying to make do. I try to wake up as early as I can to give him walks, so this guy can burn out his energy. So I give him walks in the morning, and most of the time, since my sister's doing school, I'll have to give him walks during the afternoon. I get so tired when I come home. But because no one has taken care of him, I also had to give this guy a walk later in the afternoon, which was already hard enough because I'm so tired, but I try my best to make do. But anyway, so here's the part where things take a turn for the worst. And Owen, this is where you gain the nickname the Rat Bastard. Why are you smiling about that? Oh god, you naughty dog. Like it's around like 9, maybe 9:30. And I've just been relaxing for a good little while because like I'm so tired, my legs were on fire. And then I, for some reason, get a call, or not a call, but a scream from my mom saying, "James! Get out here!" And I'm like, what is happening? So I run out and my mom says, "James, we need your help. Owen has gotten outside." And I'm like, oh no, my worst nightmare. Because my worst nightmare for this guy is that, he somehow gets off his leash because we've been keeping him inside most of the time because that's all we really can do because we do not trust the dog outside because otherwise he's gonna run. But we have to keep him out inside pretty much like 90% of the time. And the only time we do take him outside is when he has his leash on. But one of my biggest fears is that he somehow cuts off his leash and runs away. And that's my biggest fear, and my even bigger fear is that he does it at nighttime. But all of that became a reality because he somehow manages to escape from our home and runs out into the dead cold of night at quote-unquote 9 goddamn 30. And so, you know, I run out, my mom runs out, my sister runs out, and we start trying to grab him and chase him. Well, like, before you all start thinking, you know, he was running out because he was scared or trying to go find his other owner. No. He wasn't like scared running or running. He was play running. And that's the worst kind of running. Because every time we would try to chase him, we would try to grab him in some way, we would try to get him under control, he would run farther because he thinks everything's some sort of game. Me and my sister and my mom were somehow managing to keep him contained into like the sidewalk, and we were keeping it contained to the area of the house. But then the worst thing could happen. This little guy sees someone else walking their dog at the dead end of night and starts chasing him, running after him, barking and screaming. It's just, oh my gosh, Owen. And the worst thing about it is that no matter what we did, he would chase this guy, or his dog, because he was probably chasing his dog, down to like the ends of earth. And you know, just like this, oh my gosh, this guy, I felt so bad for this guy, because this guy would probably want to go out for like a nice cold air walk. He wants to let his dog spread his little paws. And then we have this little bastard chasing him, like somehow screaming and barking, probably saying hi and saying like, we want to play, you want to play, at the dead end of the middle of the night, where me, my mom, and my sister were trying our best to keep him goddamn under control, you know, by trying to catch him, by using his toys, trying to do everything, and we were just screaming, and I just felt so goddamn bad for the neighbors. You know, it was just hard to keep us from being loud, because this dog, you can see he's already one that wants to run. But I thought of the idea of having him sort of lead him to the house, and oh gosh, Owen, you okay? You okay? There, is that better? See? He is so hyper. But anyway, so like, he starts chasing him. He follows him to the ends of the earth. And me, my mom, and my sister starts trying to go after him. And he keeps play running, so he goes farther and farther. And we finally managed to sort of catch up to him, and you know, keep him contained to like a sort of corner, or not a corner, but you know, it was about a corner of the road. Now, but he's like, someone knows not to go into the road. So I tried my best to catch him. But then I fell and tripped. Because I'm trying my best to sort of catch him, and I get close enough, but he runs so far, he like goes, pew! And then I fell and tripped, and I get onto my knee, and I'm just like, you know, I'm standing back up, and I try to get onto my knees, and he comes back, and he has the audacity to mark a goddamn tree in front of me, like it was some way of gloating that he won the game or something. Oh my gosh, the audacity of this dog. My biggest fear for this dog is that he runs away, because honestly I think that's any pet owners. But the problem is where we are living right now is that in my neighborhood, my home is literally within like a square block. Like, just try to imagine a square, and me smack that right into the middle, and then the outside of the square is busy roads. And if that dog somehow got that far and he ran straight into that road, there would be no way for us to catch him. So we had to somehow contain him before that. Me and my sister goes and try to contain him, or not contain him, but try to get him under control, grab him and bring him back home. And my mom decides to go talk to our family friend. Because like I said earlier, we adopted Owen from a family friend. We literally had to call reinforcements just to get the dog under control. They knew how to handle him much better than I did. So me and my sister started chasing him, trying to catch him, trying to keep it under contained. My sister going ahead of me, trying to like make a square block, but he would just usually zip around. But we decided to go grab his toys and maybe use that as a way to sort of keep him under contained. And my sister says, like, you know, you're making too much noise. Here, I'm gonna go chase them ahead of it and try to block him off. You follow me, like maybe 5 or 10 minutes after. What I heard was, okay, you're making too much noise, so you stay here. I'm gonna go follow him and chase him back to you. And then you start squeaking the toys and we'll lead him back. Two completely different things. I was supposed to follow her in 5 minutes, but I ended up waiting like maybe 15. So I eventually decided to follow them after like maybe 15 minutes. Now, luckily for us, Owen didn't really get too far out of the road. I think he somehow stopped by like a very close to it. I'm not exactly sure. But what my sister realized is that if you keep chasing him, he would just, keep running away. So what she decided to do is start, doing the standstill and then, let him go in front of you and then chase him. Then, you do that sort of method. And he kept leading him back and back to me. And then I'm pretty much there by the corner waiting out in the cold because, again, oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this. This was in the literal freaking middle of night. But anyway, so I just wait, and I'm waiting, and I start seeing him, and then my sister says, James, start squeaking his toys, running after him. And I'm like, okay, I start squeaking the toys, and he comes up to me. And what my sister really wanted me to do was start squeaking and running after his toys. And that was really, really hard because, I don't run often, but, and this dog is extremely fast. But I start running and squeaking his toys, and I sort of stop a bit just to make sure that, he can sort of not keep up, but, keep up and also hear all the toys. And he starts bolting right in front of me, and I'm like, oh god, did I make a mistake? And my sister says like, dude, you made a mistake. You were supposed to keep running. You don't stop. And so we ultimately had to go back and try to grab him, try to corral him, and we managed to get the technique down. We managed to finally able to get him to our house. But the problem was, one, me and my sister didn't have our keys, and two, we still couldn't get him into the house. He was still running back and forth down the street for literally, 100 miles an hour. He was so fast. But we were managed to somehow able to contain him to our area of our home. And then our reinforcements arrived. And again, I felt really bad for them, but I'm also very grateful for them because they know how to handle Owen better than me and my sister did. And they pretty much told us to go inside, wait, and wait it out, and they'll take care of it. And they eventually did. But as we were inside, me and my sister started talking about Owen and how he's so much of a spoiled brat and how he's a rat bastard. Or I give him the nickname the rat bastard because that's what he is. He does what he wants when he wants. He thinks everything is a game. But anyway, so yeah, that's basically the story of how Owen, my new dog, became my living nightmare, and we lost him almost within 3 days, honestly. But anyway, so that's it for this video. I hope you liked this video and you guys meeting my new dog, Owen. If you want to see more of Owen in my videos, leave a like down below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll probably be including him every now and then. And most recent videos are popping up on the screen. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And remember guys, do what you love, love what you do. Peace.